Hi everybody, welcome to Source Inspired Speaking. I'm Nathan. Today I've got a great message to share for you. It's really going to help people who find themselves getting down in the dumps or sad or depressed. It's a great reminder of the natural order of things, of why we're here, what we're meant to experience, and I think it's great for everybody to hear. It's a great way to shift your perspective so that you can realize what's happening in life and then allow yourself to reach new heights. So with that, please sit back, remove any distractions, allow yourself to hear these words, and I'll check in with you after. Hello. Thank you for joining us here today. We would like to speak to you about the meaning of life and why it is that you are here in this physical reality, experiencing the wide gamut of emotions and experience that you do every day. You see, each one of you is a powerful spiritual being, an extension of that life force of God, manifesting and creating your own experiences here in this physical reality. And you choose this experience simply because it is something that you could not just have remaining in a soul level of consciousness. You see, you create all this so that you can experience the great highs and the great lows of life. You see, on a purely spiritual level, on the level of God consciousness, on the level even that your soul exists on, reality is very fluid. Manifestation comes very easily. You can choose to be somewhere and experience being there right away. So while it is amazing and a beautiful experience, it is very different from what you experience here. Experiencing this physical reality is unique in that it creates great feelings of both joy and sorrow. And they both have purpose because you see, you can't really experience one without the other. It's the duality of this experience that makes it so great. Because think of the amazing things that have been created, the experience that have changed all of humanity, all because somebody experienced hardship, pain, or suffering. You see, souls choose these experiences sometimes because they are motivating, because they can move you to greatness. Because if you haven't had pain in relationships before, then you don't really understand and appreciate that amazing person that comes into your life later down the road. Sometimes you choose the lows so that you can reach the highs. Think of it almost like a trampoline, where you can just stay on there and with very little effort get a little bit higher as you push down on the trampoline just a little bit lower. But when you use great force and push the trampoline down very far to new lows, it propels you to new highs. This is the purpose. This is why you choose to create tough experiences in your life on a soul level. Because something's become stagnant in your life and you need some sort of massive change to create the new experience you desire. So while you might think that things are happening to you, they are happening through you because there is a part of you longing to be experienced here in this reality. There's a part of you that has not grown, that wishes to grow, to see the light of day, that's maybe been repressed. And so you choose to push down, to go lower on the trampoline, hoping to propel yourself high up. Now, too often with people, they get to those lows and they think that there's something they have to do to get out of it. But you don't understand that pushing down on the trampoline, applying that pressure, takes a lot of effort. That when you get to those lows, it is only through great effort that you can stay there. And this is why people who get into depressions feel so tired and defeated, because they are creating thought patterns that are forcing against life, pushing them back down, holding them in that place against all that force trying to push them back up. You see, the saying, "What goes up must come down," is true in this reality with your gravity in your world. But vibrationally, what goes down must also come back up. And you have to apply great force to keep yourself down. It takes great effort to be sad, to be depressed, to be worried. If you realize how hard your thoughts work at keeping you there, you would understand this. Because if you're not thinking about how sad you are, about how tough life is, about how mistreated you've been, and you allow yourself just to slip into the present moment, perhaps watching a movie or talking to a friend or going for a walk in nature, before you realize it, you've slid back up. There's a sense of calm that wasn't there before. And then you realize this when you are depressed and you push yourself back down. But the natural order of things is to lift you up. This life is meant for balance. So you can stay somewhat still, experiencing small highs and lows, or you can push down to propel yourself up. But eventually you will go up. That is the basic order of life. There is no stopping it. That's the way you've created your reality here. And so we wanted to share this with you because we think it's important to shift your perspective for people who get stuck, who feel sad or depressed and don't know the way out. Sometimes you just have to stop. Stop thinking about how sad you are. Stop going through the same motions, making yourself lonely or depressed. And find a way to step into the present moment and see all the gifts that God has waiting for you, just waiting to be experienced. So with that, we thank you all for joining us here today. We hope that you learn to appreciate the lows and find excitement when you're in them to see how high you will be propelled going forward. And if you can shift this perspective, we guarantee that great experiences await you. We thank you all for being here, and we love you always. So I think that that's a really great message, and especially for people who find themselves stuck in sadness or depression. And I know some people get that way around the holidays, and this is a good reminder that just being, finding stillness, stepping away from our thoughts, finding a way to just be in the present moment releases that pressure of you pushing down, and that eventually you're going to be lifted up. You can even just realize how much effort it takes to be sad. If you could just realize that and change your perspective, even just a little bit, it's going to move everything. Because even if you just release a little bit of pressure at a time, eventually it's all going to let go. And things are going to get better for you. They said that that's the natural way of life. So then learn to appreciate the lows. Like they said, be excited about what's coming next because there are great things awaiting for you. Understand that it isn't life doing this to you, that on some soul level you are pushing down on the trampoline because you want to get higher in life. And then with excitement, release yourself and let yourself fly. So with that, thank you everyone for being here. Again, if you like what you heard, please subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of all my upcoming messages. If you could love that like button for me, it really helps me out. And with that, go forth everybody. Love your life, and I'll see you next time. Bye.